Hello and welcome to my new Okos video, which could go one of two ways, either a success or a failure. So basically, what did I do last time? Kick. So I've been trying to make a sort of snare, but it's quite difficult. This isn't the best I've got, but there's room here somewhere. Kind of a clap snare, sort of a slap. Now, excuse me. If we think about snares in electronic terms of sculpting them, what are the two things we need? Well, we kind of need like a sort of down pitch of the skin being hit, like a doo, and then we need like some noise, like tsh. And the result is kind of a tsh. Now, the Okos doesn't really have any noise. It's got this sample and hold output, but from what I understand, that is permanently clocked to the internal clock. I haven't been able to find a way to kind of, well, I guess we could speed the tempo up really fast by hitting the tap tempo, but that's just silly. So there isn't really a way, as far as I know, I'd love to know if someone could tell me, to have the sample and hold go at audio rate independent of the tempo. So we kind of, if we want to self-patch, we kind of have to use our imagination. Now this one I've made is, it's alright, I suppose. Anyway, so let's try and make it from scratch. Again, this is all self-patched, and I'm going to take you through it. Just to let you know, I've got grids with the kick from Braids and then the hi-hat from the Mother 32. So to start with, I've got the gate coming in, and then I've unplugged everything. I can't remember what I did. What an idiot. So I think what I did was I took what did I do? I took the contour out into the volt per octave. Maybe not. Maybe it was. We'll go with that. We'll just have to. I'm going to have to kind of wing this one. I've been researching this now for a couple of days and can't quite figure it out. I'm just going to drink some beer. So unless you want a tiny bird to be your snare drum, which I'm sure you don't, we're going to have to do some stuff here. Now, we can kind of use the slope in looping mode to give us some sort of FM. Now that's nearly noise. I've also kind of balanced the two circuits so that it's leaning more towards the triangle. Triangle's up quite high. If I bring it down, that wasn't too bad, sort of. Now if we play around with the slopes, we'll get different noise. See, I mean, it's not like, your classic 808 snare, but we're experimental musicians, We like to find new things. I'm going to take the triangle out into here so that I can then take the output of that, attenuate it, so that I can maybe play with the time of the slope to fluctuate the pitch modulation a bit, see if I can make it more noisy. Dial that in. Now, this is interesting because the triangle out is also the main oscillator, which is being modulated by the contour and the slope. So because the frequency of that triangle is driving the time of the slope, which is in fact modulating the pitch, we'll get all kinds of weird sounds as we change the pitch and also the slope time. Now I've just moved over to the overtone circuit where we can... This is more clappy, it's more kind of clappy, I think. That sounds like a wet fart, we don't want that. Bring the decay up. It's a bit scribbly, a bit scratchy, scrapey. Sounds kind of cool, but not ready for a snare. Snares, I think, in electro should be nice and short, snappy anyway. So it's kind of there, but it's not. I mean, I can't really argue with it, but I'm just sort of experimenting, seeing what I can find, if I can get kind of snare out of here. It's also very quiet. If we go all the way to the triangle, it's a bit louder. The overtone... I mean, it's not very loud, but it's a passable woody. Yeah, that's it really. So I've done kicks, snares. I mean, for this, you could also kind of do hi-hats, anything in the sort of higher range. I'd say this is a mellow snare. If you want to do like a very sort of snowy beats, this would probably be a passable snare sound. But not if you want to do pounding electro or trap. Cool, so yeah, that was my take on snare claps, slaps on the O-Coast, and I think next time I'll do something a little bit more out there. Thank you for watching, see you next time.